Alright, hello, this is Fire Ian. I have a few things here to kind of go over, but this is my quick tutorial on Dead Island Ultimate Edition mod menu that I have developed. This is the source code really quickly. It's a good bit. It's 3,000 some lines of code, 3,714 lines of code. Let's get over some quick things. This is what it's going to look like when you launch it. It's going to play that quick scream. And it's going to start out with the music enabled. You can disable the music. The music is just, it should be playing right now if you can hear it. It's Dead Island music. You can disable it if you want. There you go. I'm going to disable it for the sake of the video. But let's go over two quick things. I've always hated how programs clutter up your PC, and so this is self-cleaning. So I'll kind of show you here. So when you start it up, it's going to create a folder in the temporary directory called @Dead Island Ultimate Edition _temp files. It's going to have all the files it needs to run. You don't need to know this. I'm just kind of explaining it so it's a little more clear and transparent. It also adds this folder or file here @survival extinguisher. What that does is it watches for when you close this application, and if it closed weird or for some odd reason it didn't close correctly and didn't delete these files, it deletes them. So in the end, you should have no files left over, except for the executable file that you downloaded. And so let's watch that in progress here. Process. All right, shut down. All right, deleted that. And now I deleted that. So there, it cleans up after itself. It doesn't clutter your PC. I hate it when applications do that. Now that we got the kind of inner workings out of the way, it's going to have directions here on what you need to do. So it's going to tell you need to first perform a clean install of Dead Island Definitive Edition. And yes, this only works for Dead Island Definitive Edition. It doesn't work for Dead Island Riptide Definitive Edition. It doesn't work for the original Dead Island or the original Riptide. Only the Definitive Edition, Dead Island Definitive Edition. Now in the future, I might adapt it to Dead Island Riptide Definitive Edition. It's honestly a lot more work than it seems. For example, I would need to change... So see these lines here, the replace line. I'll need to change all these numbers here, and it's a lot of numbers. Yeah, pretty much any line that has yellow text in it is pretty much one of those lines I need to change. There's a lot of lines I would need to change. So for now, I'm taking a break. This took 3 months to build, so I'm probably going to take a break after this. But either way, anyway, continuing on. Once you verify your game files, and on Steam, the way you do that is you manage, you go to Properties, Local Files, Verify Integrity, and Game Files. That's going to run through. Once that's done, you can continue. If you have this installed through a different game launcher or maybe through the CD somehow, just reinstall your game maybe, unless there's an option to verify game files through whatever launcher you're using. So yeah. All right, one file failed to validate. That is obviously, I know that is the data 0.pack that this modifies. All right, so let's continue. So first, once you do that, you're gonna select your folder. This is gonna be the DIDE folder. The way you can find out where that is you can go to your game here in Steam. And again, I'm using Steam. I don't know how to do it on any other program, game launcher or the CD version, but it should be fairly similar if you're using a different launcher. But you can go to Manage, Browse Local Files, or you can go to Property, Local Files, and Browse. And that's going to bring up your DIDE folder right here. So it's underneath Common, Steam at Steam Library, and it's in my E directory. It's probably different for you. But that's just where it is for me. So it's going to be this DIDE folder. So let's go ahead and select that. All right, now that I have it selected. By the way, if you try selecting the original game or the original Riptide or Riptide Definitive Edition, it's going to throw an error and kind of yell at you, tell you that it doesn't work for those games. But we're just going to select the correct folder, DIDE, and it kind of gives you info up here, what it's called and stuff. Press OK. It's going to find those files. Press OK. It's going to ask if you want to back up the game. It's really not necessary. But you can do it if you want. What it does is it creates a folder here in the Dead Island directory called at Dead Island Ultimate Edition underscore backups. And it just, what it does is it just copies your current data pack into this folder. That's all it does. It's really not necessary because we have Steam, and you can just verify your game files or reinstall them to get that file back to vanilla values. But I gave the option nonetheless. I'm just going to hit no because I don't really care for it. All right. It's going to kind of give you a notice here. Pretty much what this notice is telling you is that it's recommended to start a new game. I really do recommend that, but it's not required. Some mods, let's see here. I think only really one mod this is pertaining to is probably the Deeper Pockets mod. Maybe another one. I'm not sure. Can't remember. But the Deeper Pocket mods modifies the skills pertaining to the Deeper Pocket skill. And if you have already unlocked the Deeper Pocket skill, well then there's no point in checking that mod. So although it's not so if you even have a new game or if you've been playing a game and you haven't got that skill yet, I guess it's not a big deal if you don't start a new playthrough. I just recommend it just to make sure everything's a clean slate. But if you do decide not to start a new game and there's issues, try it with a fresh game and see if that fixes it. Otherwise, it could work, it could not work. We'll see. But if you start from a new game, no problem. There shouldn't be any problems. Another thing it's going to let you know is that Rider White has not been. I did not take Rider White into consideration when making this mod. This mod is primarily optimized for the main campaign. Rider White will work. It should work. I technically haven't tested it. I'll go ahead and test it here afterwards, I think. But it is not designed to work with Rider White. Now, any mods that do work with Rider White is merely a coincidence. In fact, a few of them might work just fine. It might even, all of them except for, like, I don't know, a few of them might not work. I'm not sure. Kind of thinking about it, I think all of them might actually work, but I'm not sure. Just know that it was not designed with Rider White in mind, and that if you have issues with Rider White campaign, it's kind of out of my hand and it's kind of in your hands. Just know that it shouldn't break Rider White at all, but it's just something to know. All right, once you go through that, it's going to ask for what field of view you want. FOV. 62 is default. I put 72 and 82 as options. Anything over those values is kind of ridiculous. I like 82. You can select whatever you want. So once you hit that, it's going to tell you what you did. And here we go. So if you notice, we have tooltips that pop up and kind of give you a little more info on what that mod does. So like, for example, add custom weapons. It adds in the M72, the M60, and some more options. You know, it just kind of gives you more info. So yeah, you also have options to change zombie difficulty here. You can skip the intros, and it's all up to you what you want to do. So you can hit skip. Let's say you want to skip intros. All right. You want improved loot. Maybe you want to hold more ammo, and you want to reduce that somewhat. Now all you would have to do to continue is click to confirm modifications, and you're done. It's as simple as that, choosing what you want. Personally, I like selecting all the options. I consider selecting all the options the ultimate edition. But it's up to you what you want to enable and disable, and have it disabled. So a few options like the firearms POV will take a little bit to write to files. It has to go through all the lines of code. So when you selected everything that you want, you go ahead and hit up your top right, click to confirm modifications. It's going to ask you to confirm that. Press OK. It's going to let you know that if you did back it up, there's a backup there, and that it will overwrite the folder, your data pack that's currently installed. Go ahead and hit OK. It's going to repack that data pack.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Ha!
going to play that quick sound bit, and you're done. Now you can just close the application. It's going to take a little second here. And then this message right here will close in 4 seconds automatically. Or you can hit OK and close it immediately. But at this point, it's done and it's ready to play. A good way to make sure that it did mod correctly. There's no reason why it wouldn't mod correctly, but just note when you get into the main menu, there will be some yellow text at the top left, indicating that it is modded. So you can kind of tell if it's been modded or not. Another option, see right here, modded using Dead Island Ultimate Edition by FireIN, release version 2.0. Something I will note that if you don't want to select any mods, this is also good for just changing your FOV. It does change a few things, like I think in the arena lobby, it will add a hatchet to the spawnable item. But like, other than small things like that, you can literally just choose to change your FOV and nothing else if you wanted to. It's all entirely up to you what you want to enable or disable. That's pretty much it. Hope you enjoy. Hope that was quick enough and simple and easy to follow. Hope you enjoy. Have a good one.